Hi, Brazil. This is Nathan from Wavves, and you're listening to 89 FM, A Radio Rock.
Fala galera, beleza? Eu sou o Wendell Correia e hoje eu vou conversar com Nathan Williams, vocalista e líder da banda Wavves, que está lançando um novo álbum chamado Hideaway, lançaram oficialmente nesse dia 16 de julho de 2021. Então vou trocar ideia com ele sobre esse novo trabalho, sobre as faixas do álbum. Ele gosta muito de esportes também, então vou conversar um pouco com ele sobre isso, tudo isso com exclusividade para 89, a Rádio Rock. So, we released a new album and these crazy years we're living in, a couple of years. How are you, man? Are you okay?
You know, I'm as good as can be. Definitely a crazy time, but can't complain.
And how was the process of writing and recording this new album?
It was good. This was pre-pandemic, so the songs were written in 2018. We recorded, I think we recorded it December of 2019. So the only thing that was affected, the recording wasn't affected by any of the COVID stuff. It was just the release and touring and that sort of thing.
You did everything in the studio with the guys?
Everything in the studio, yeah. It was a home studio. It was actually at Dave Sitek's house in LA. So.
And how was working with him, with Dave?
It was good. I've known him for a long time. We've been friends, and we were recording with another guy before him, and it didn't really work out. And so I had texted Dave, and I told him that I didn't like where the songs were going, and I think I was thinking about firing him. And so he told me to come over one day just to listen to what I had done so far. And he was like, I think I can do these much better, and we can do them really quick now. And so we went in, and the whole process took about 2 weeks with him. So it was really quick, and yeah, very good.
You started out all over again with Dave?
Yeah, we started completely over. We didn't keep any of the stuff from the previous sessions. Well, a lot of the songs were the same, but nothing that we recorded in the first sessions we kept.
And who played the drums on the album?
Ross Traver. He's been our drummer now for 2 years, our touring drummer. This is his first stint of playing on a record with us. He's really good.
And what he brings as a musician, different for Wavves sound?
He's sort of like a full musician. I mean, his drumming is incredible, but I think that's what he mostly did. He just played drums on this record, but for the live stuff, he's going to be really helpful because he's pretty good at singing. So he's going to sing some backup vocals and stuff like that. So, and he's better looking than all of us. So that's helpful.
And you guys are going on tour soon, finally.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
What do you expect from audience and people? Do you think people are going to get crazy with all these years without a show?
I think people are going to go nuts. I know that we are. I mean, we're itching to get back out there and play. Definitely, if I learned anything from the pandemic, it's we are taking for granted playing shows. It's the part that I miss most.
Yeah, man. And can we expect you guys to come to Brazil?
It's in the works. We would love to get back. I mean, the last time we were there was some of my favorite moments touring in the past 10 years. So we love South America. We love Australia. Those are like our two favorite places outside the US.
And what do you remember from Brazil?
I got really sick.
Oh man.
I got like 104-degree fever when we're flying back. We got rejected from Costa Rica. When I was in Brazil, I went out drinking with some guy, and you might know the name of it. It was something that he served me with a ladle. It was like a shot.
I think I know what it is. I don't remember the name.
I can't remember the name. It's not gazpacho. It was gazpacho. It's called it was almost like kombucha. Do you know what kombucha is?
Yes. It's tequila. It isn't a tequila.
I don't know what it was. It wasn't a tequila, but it had like
cachaça.
Cachaça. That's what it
Ah,
was.
yeah, that's a Brazilian drink.
I got fucked up.
Yeah.
I was feeling it the next day. I did not feel good. I think that might have led to me getting really sick. But yeah, the fans were really cool. The people were all super friendly and nice. Super welcoming. It was just a great vibe.
I understand why you got sick, because he was serving like this.
Yeah.
He
He was
has to
serving me
he has to
bad
do
stuff.
it individual for each cup.
Yeah.
That's
were
the
laughing.
reason.
They were laughing at me when I did it. That's probably why they knew they were doing that.
I hope you have some better memories when you come back.
It's it's actually a pretty good memory now that it's done, but at the time it wasn't funny.
And you could try some foods as well. We have pretty good foods here.
Yeah, no, we had really good food. Yeah, we had a lot of good food. I can't wait to get back. So hopefully that is in the works.
And talking about the new album, is there a main message you want to talk about on Hideaway?
Is there a main message?
Yeah.
I think it's sort of self-explanatory. It was just about, wanting to get back to being alone. I feel like everybody has one place where they can be completely alone, whether it's a room or a house or, getting away somewhere in nature or whatever, where they can escape the, constant rat race of life. So that's kind of what that song was about.
And why is the name, the album name title, Hideaway? When did you choose this?
After we had recorded it, I chose it. I don't remember exactly why. I'd started to write this like short film that was about a bar in the desert called the Hideaway. The bar had a door in the back of it that was almost like led to like a different dimension. And you can see in like the cover art, there's that door that has the clouds on it. So the Hideaway sort of became this like mythical place. So that the name just sort of stuck. And then actually, you know what? I was in the desert this last weekend in Palm Springs, and I found this shitty little bar out there. It was 110 degrees, and there was this little dive bar called Pete's Hideaway. And it wasn't very mythical.
And talking about the video for the song, is this the second part of the story you started telling on the Seeking Feelings song video?
Yeah, so these videos are supposed to start the story of what I was just telling you about, of the Hideaway.
And what are the next songs that are gonna be official video?
The next songs. I think the next ones are Through Hell and Caviar, or Caviar and Through Hell. I don't know which way they go.
And talking about Through Hell, it's a great song. Why did you choose to be the opening track of the album?
Me and Dave sort of chose some of the track listing together. I liked the rhythm of it. I liked the way it moved. I tried not to think about it too much. Just I liked the opening movement of it. Sort of gets you going.
And talking about Caviar, there's a famous song here in Brazil called Caviar from a Brazilian musician. And he sings that I've never seen it, I've never eaten, just hear about it because it's food for rich people. He sings on the lyrics on Brazilian song. What means caviar for you on this song?
That's good. Have you had caviar before?
Never.
You get the right stuff. It's actually pretty good. Rich people do love it. That's true. The opening line, it was from a song. I don't even think I'd ever eaten caviar at the time when I wrote it. It's from a really old demo that I wrote, probably 5 or 6 years ago. Um, and the song ended up being sort of like this push and pull relationship between two people, sort of like a shitty, toxic thing that people keep coming back to. So it wasn't really about caviar, but I just liked the name.
Just a metaphor, maybe.
Yes, there's probably a metaphor in there, but I'm too stupid to.
But that's a good song.
Thank you.
And there is two tracks that I think they have a connection. I want to ask about it. Marine Life and Played in a Garden. These songs have a connection?
Well, they're about two different people, but they do have a connection within my life. Yeah, but Planting a Garden is more about meeting somebody, and before you really know them, they start planning a future. So, and Marine Life is more about knowing somebody for a long time and feeling good around them and feeling better about yourself, somebody that makes you feel better.
Nice, man. And what about the Blame song? I think it was a happy and some country song. It got my attention when I first hear it. How was the process of writing and recording the song, The Blame?
That was, Dave was the one who came up with sending it into the country direction. I was even a little bit scared until we started doing it because it was so different. Some of the lyrics just sort of lent themselves to that, and it was sort of in a lower register than I normally sing. And there's a line in the chorus talks about going to jail and sleeping on a bed of bourbon. It just sort of reminded me of like a Johnny Cash song or some old sort of chicken picking type of country, kick up your boots type of thing. So yeah, but Dave definitely like sort of led the way with that sound and that sort of vibe. He was the main one on that.
And the song Help is on the way. It got my attention, the Snakes, because it's also on the official audio on your YouTube channel, and you sing about the snake on the lyrics. What means the snake on the song Help is on the way?
That's like one of the sort of positive songs on the record, I guess. It's sort of about it's about sort of accepting who you are instead of trying to change something or falling down. The help is on the way part is more like a longing for something. It's not as literal as it sounds. It's reassurance to yourself that, okay, maybe things will get better. There's help on the way. It's not as literal as somebody's going to come and help you.
Yeah, man. And there's one song left that I want to talk to you about. Honeycomb had a great bass line. I really enjoyed the bass line from Steve. And there's also
that's Steve wrote that song. That's a Steven song.
The lyrics as well.
He wrote the lyrics as well. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great song because there's a verse that got my attention. Let's just pretend that I'm okay. And I think a lot of people are feeling like that, especially on these couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody keeps thinking about this, like, because of the pandemic and because of a lot of the political stuff that's been happening recently. But I've been trying to pretend that I'm okay for the past 20 years. So I think that is like a common thing with a lot of people. We all sort of pretend. Sometimes it's nice to not pretend. Sometimes it's nice to just be like, yeah, I'm fucked up. I don't know.
And how much music is helping you for keep going?
Well, a lot. It's basically everything, right? It's therapy. It's, it's my income. It's it's also like the only time I go out and I see people. I like to be alone most of the time. Actually, everybody in the band is sort of loners. We haven't even, I don't think anybody in the band has seen each other in the past 18 months. So being able to get together and play music and go back on tour is going to be special.
Yeah, man, I hope so. And do you have a favorite track on the album?
I like The Blame. I think The Blame is just like such a different sounding song for us. That was probably my favorite one.
Yeah, that's a good one. And talking about the art cover, who made the art cover and what means it?
His name is Rivers. I've been following his art for a while, but the covers all have symbolism, which will come into play more in the videos and eventually this sort of short film. But the snake and the egg, the doorway, the eyeball, the rose, those are all images that we've talked about and that have been written into some other visual stuff that we'll be doing in the future.
That's great, man. And is there any song left that did not go on the album?
There was, I think we recorded 10 this time. There was one that didn't make it. And Dave is already talking about getting back to the studio as soon as we can, because we have new demos. So he already wants to record the second record, which will sort of be like a second half to this. So
we've got a lot of songs to work on.
Yeah, well, there was nothing I was just sitting at home alone for the past 18 months. And we had recorded a record, but all I was doing was demoing stuff. So, ended up writing a whole new record. So if anything good came out of this, that was nice to get some more material.
Yeah, man, that's perfect. And who tweets on Wavves official accounts? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. Except Facebook. I don't do the Facebook.
So you are a big NBA fan.
I'm a big NBA fan.
Dennis Rodman's the Avatar is your favorite player?
Dennis Rodman. Old Dennis Rodman. 91 Bulls Dennis Rodman. He was my favorite. When I was a kid, I was always trying to ask my mom to dye my hair crazy colors, and I wanted to be just like Dennis Rodman, but too short, too white, and I never got the hair color. So.
And who do you support in NBA? Who are your favorite franchise?
I'm one of the only. Me and Adam Devine from Workaholics that's the only other Clipper fan I know. I'm an LA Clippers guy. So it was not a terrible year for us, but we got bounced in the Western Conference Finals, which is fine. But yeah. Do you watch NBA?
Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan.
Oh my.
But you are in LA. Why do you support Clippers and not Lakers, man?
Well, because I went to high school in San Diego, and from 1970 to 1971, the Clippers franchise was San Diego Clippers. So since I'm San Diego and LA, and also the Lakers, that's the Hollywood team. The Clippers are the team of the people, and I'm a man of the people.
Lakers, I think almost all of Brazilian that support, but half Brazilian that support that likes NBA, like Lakers.
Yeah, that's
Johnson,
sort of like
Kobe Bryant.
That's like Americans who watch Premier League. They are always Manchester United fans. That's like the go-to team, which I don't subscribe to that either.
And do you like soccer as well?
I do, yeah. I played college soccer, high school. I played Olympic in the U.S.
So you're good. I'm sorry.
I was better at soccer than I am at playing music. I'll tell you that.
And what do you know about soccer in Brazil?
What do I know about soccer in Brazil? Well, the Brazilians are very good. And you know, Ronaldo, obviously. And yeah, I don't know. Does Brazil play in Copa?
Yes, we've never
So
missed it.
did you guys get bounced already?
No, not already, but we are the first one on South America.
I saw Argentina played Colombia this morning and won.
Yeah, the finals of America's Cup is going to be Brazil and Argentina on Sunday.
Oh, it is. So you
Yeah.
got to you got to play against Messi.
Yeah, but Brazil always win.
We'll see. Messi is my favorite player, but I
No,
don't have
he's good.
I don't have a horse in that race. But it'll be good. When is that game?
Sunday.
It's on Sunday. I'm going to be in Vegas.
No,
So
Saturday night.
Saturday.
Sunday is going to be the Euro final.
The UEFA finals.
Yeah,
Which is Italy and who? England?
I believe it's going to be England.
Who is England playing? Germany?
Denmark.
Denmark. Oh, okay.
And who do you think is going to win the World Cup? And who do you think is going to be the champion of the NBA?
Suns in 4.
In 4?
Because Suns in 4. Easy. Easy. And you know what? Chris Paul is an ex-Clipper. I still love him, so I'll be happy for them. And who's going to win the World Cup? Who's going to win the World Cup? I'll suck up here and I'll say Brazil.
Yeah, people that are not from Brazil are believing more than us.
Yeah, well, I really, I would say normally Italy. I really like this new Italian team. I think they're a little bit odder. They're not as sort of defensive minded as teams of the past. They play a little bit quicker. So I like Italy too, but it could be one of the powerhouse. It could be like a Germany or something like that.
Yeah, but it's always good to watch World Cup. That's the
I'll
best.
tell you who it won't be. It won't be the USA, my friend.
USA on the Women's Cup, you've got a better chance.
Yeah. Although, you know what? I do love Christian Pulisic. And I'm so glad that we finally have somebody that's playing on a high level in the US. Before it was like all we could talk about is like a Landon Donovan or something like that, which, Landon's great or whatever. But like Christian is like that's a real player right there. And this, he got to win in Chelsea. So that's one for us.
But they're getting good in USA. It's not the easy games anymore.
It's a little bit better. But if you watch an MLS, if you watch a Premier League game or a La Liga game, and then you watch an MLS game, you're like, oh my God, what is this shit? It's terrible.
Do you watch Brazilian soccer? No.
I watch Brazilian soccer when it's on, but La Liga and Premier are the ones that are the easiest. I've watched some Bundesliga when it was on during the pandemic. It's a little bit easier to follow. But, I watch just a shitload of sports. So it's like almost all I do. I'm watching the fights every weekend. I'm up early for football, NBA constantly. I'm watching the Stanley Cup finals. I'm a little bit of NHL. So I'm all over the place.
When you came to São Paulo, I'm going with you with Palmeiras game.
Oh, let's go.
It's my team here in Brazil.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Nate. I wish I have more time to talk with you. Such a pleasure, man.
No worries, buddy.
89, a Rádio Rock.